Good evening, I'm Justin Betty. We're now less than 2 weeks until Wisconsin's spring election, and while there aren't many big statewide races, several Northwood schools do have big referendums on the ballot. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson went to Florence today to learn more about their proposal.
For a small rural school, Florence has a lot to be proud about.
We do have tech ed, business ed, family and consumer ed, foreign language. So we have those, the musics, the arts. We have a full choir, show choir, our band program, a great art program.
District Administrator Ben Niehaus is fighting a similar battle as other school districts in the area, offering great programs with declining aid from the state. In 2004, the school district received about $2.8 million. In 2020, it was only about $200,000. And to overcome that, Niehaus says a referendum is needed to exceed an outdated revenue cap.
Those caps have been in place since 1993, and a lot's changed in nearly 30 years of time. I like to always share the piece of what was technology in 1993. It was a graphing calculator.
And to keep up with changing technology in education, Niehaus says they need this referendum. He doesn't want to consider the outcome of a failed referendum.
Unfortunately, there may have to be some tough decisions.
This is the Florence School District's fifth request to replace an expiring operational referendum.
But if you really look at what does it mean not to have this operational referendum, it will severely impact student programming, the resources they have.
Even in a small rural school like Florence, leaders emerge successfully. And for Niehaus to be a part of shaping their futures, he says it's an investment to everyone's future.
These are going to be our future leaders, our future service providers, community members contributing to our commerce.
Reporting for Newswatch 12, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Outside this evening, Andrew, I see some rain, even a little snow on your radar map.
Yes, but that's a little bit off to our northwest. I don't think we'll see so much of that here. Maybe just a little bit of freezing drizzle as the rest of the system crosses on through. So the bulk of our rain showers are over by now. We'll have some still wrapping up throughout the night tonight, and that could be giving us that little bit of freezing drizzle, though most of that is going to be off to the northwest. So looking outside, there are some slippery stretches up there right now. Otherwise, roadways are pretty decent overall. No problems there. Now looking outside at current temperatures, we are watching those drop now. So we peaked at about 50 degrees in the Northwoods. Those will get down to the upper 20s tonight, already seeing 30s in northern Wisconsin as well. Now looking at that hour by hour for the rest of tonight, looking ahead, we're in the 40s now, and we're dropping on down to the upper 20s throughout your overnight. Still a little bit above the average of 21 for this time of year. Justin?
Thanks, Andrew. Yesterday, the Wisconsin State Senate passed AB 32. It would allow restaurants and taverns to sell mixed drinks to go. Assuming Governor Evers signs it, the Badger State would join 33 others in allowing some form of cocktail-to-go program. Now, as part of this plan, drinks would need to be sold in a secured container so police could potentially see if it's been opened. Some restaurants here in the Northwoods, though, have already gotten creative to legally sell their alcoholic drinks, like Casa Mexicana's curbside margaritas last spring.
We started doing that since the whole situation with COVID started. We just wanted to recuperate some of our sales that we'd be losing from in-house.
They've been selling their margarita and frozen margarita mixes along with closed containers of alcohol for you to mix at home. Restaurant officials say the drinks make up for about 5% of their sales. Other restaurant owners say this bill could have a significant impact on their wages as well.
It's not going to cure all the problems that this industry has incurred over the last year. Members have just been decimated by the shutdown. It's just a little something extra that maybe $400 or $500 extra a month that our operators can put in their bank.
The bill is now awaiting Governor Evers' signature before potentially becoming law. With more folks in Wisconsin becoming eligible for a COVID-19 vaccine, many vaccine hunting social media groups have popped up, providing some practical tips to find appointments, but they can also be a prime place for scammers. According to the Wisconsin Better Business Bureau, scammers will often post links to look like government health websites that will collect personal information from you, or they could require payment to allegedly make an appointment to receive a vaccine.
There are many different places you can get the vaccine, but to find out the ones that are legitimate, it's really a great idea to start with some sort of government website, and those are always going to end in a .gov. Some of these scammers pretend to be government websites, and they aren't, and that's one good thing to look for.
BBB officials say those under age 25 have been the most vulnerable to these scams, adding your best bet is to keep up with news from state health officials and remain educated on vaccine availability.
So if you know anybody out there who you think might be falling for something like this, just talk to them. The number one way, again, to prevent scams is through education.
The federal government is providing the vaccine free of charge to all people living in the U.S., meaning vaccine providers cannot charge you for the vaccine. So if they are, it's probably a scam. For more tips on how to identify a scam, you can visit our website, WJFW.com. As the COVID-19 vaccine rollout continues, today the Biden administration announced a $130 billion plan aimed at helping get children back to class safely. Dan Sheneman has details.
There is mounting pressure to get America's kids back into the classroom. Officials concerned the emotional toll it's taking on youth is just as important as what is in a textbook.
We're going to put in strategies to help address some of the learning loss, but that social emotional connection that our students needed.
Getting schools open for in-person instruction safely and as quickly as possible is a top priority for CDC.
3/4 of public schools are now open for full-time or hybrid learning. The Biden administration wants that number at 100%.
Teaching virtually just isn't the same.
As part of the administration's National Safe School Reopening Summit, Education Secretary Miguel Cardona announced $130 billion will be made available to support a safe return to school.
With that, we can safely reopen our schools, and we have to act wisely and with urgency to get it done.
The summit highlighted educators from around the country and how they are making in-person learning work.
PPE was a big role in our building prep.
What concerns me is the footage of what's happening in spring breakers.
The push to return to normal comes at a time when federal health officials have warned of a possible fourth surge of the virus as troubling new variants spread.
Do get vaccinated when the vaccine is available to you.
Vaccinations, masks, and social distancing for the foreseeable future to ensure the future is something we can all enjoy.
Dan Sheneman reporting. Switching gears, a reminder, the Rhinelander Area Food Pantry will be hosting another food box distribution tomorrow. The pantry is hoping to start at 8:30 a.m. depending on when the truck arrives. This is open to the public. No income limits, no registration is required. The food boxes are free. This is a no-contact pickup, though. Just make some room in your vehicle's trunk or back seat. Masks are required. You might think of tuberculosis as a thing of the past, and it mostly is in the U.S., but it is still prevalent in some parts of the world. Today is World Tuberculosis Day, so we'll take a look at who is still suffering. But first, Andrew's in with your full forecast, including how much longer that rain might stick around. That's next on Newswatch 12 at 6.
Celebrate Furniture and Appliance Mart's anniversary sale with our biggest scratch and save event ever. Come in today for special buys and doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus no interest financing for 60 months. Then stop in store for your scratch off card and win exclusive bonus offers at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Get your outdoor projects done at Menards with AC2 pressure-treated lumber. This high-quality lumber can be used to build all of your outdoor projects. Right now, all AC2 pressure-treated lumber is 11% off. Add a distinctive finishing touch to your home with Novik Stackstone polymer panel. They're wind-resistant up to 160 miles per hour. A 4.93 square foot piece is $16.99 after 11% rebate right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale ever and receive free carpet installation along with an additional $300, $600, or even $1,000 of savings on all flooring products and sale prices. That's right, free carpet installation and an additional savings of up to $1,000 on top of the sale prices. See why contractors and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs.
Our prices will floor you.
Tomahawk Sports Center is northern Wisconsin's one-stop shop for UTVs, ATVs, snowmobiles, boats and motors, watercraft, docks, and waterfront equipment. See our tremendous deals now on the Lumacraft boats, engineered for optimal lift, strength, and fuel economy, resulting in a softer, quieter, and drier ride. We are a family-run business with a long history of personal service before and after the sale. Tomahawk Sports Center services all of our products and others with our full-service service department. Head to Tomahawk Sports Center now for great deals on the Lumacraft boats.
Celebrate Furniture and Appliance Mart's Anniversary Appliance Blowout. Shop in-store or online and save up to 43% off in-stock special buys. Like side-by-side fridges for $849 while they last. And special no-interest financing. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
By now, any fire risks in the state of Wisconsin are all but extinguished, and that's been thanks to kind of a wet pattern that we have been in. And today is no exception to that with a very rainy and wet Wednesday. Looking outside right now at Plover, definitely seeing a lot more green to that grass now. That trend should be continuing as we have more showers on the way this weekend. And there are also a little bit of snow flurries coming on down. That's going to be to far northwestern Wisconsin, so they already have some slippery stretches. That could be trickling in towards the North Woods a little bit there, though I think the main concern our way is just going to be that rain, and those roadways should be fairly decent overnight tonight, though we still cannot rule out any freezing drizzle. So looking outside at current conditions, we have temperatures in the mid-40s, a couple 50s still holding on towards central Wisconsin, and like I said, we have those snow showers off to the northwest and rain still coming into the North Woods area that will be subsiding and becoming a lot more scattered as we head into the overnight hours. Now, I do want to talk about morning low temperatures here for just a moment. We started out the morning in the low 40s, and this was a big deal because for the past several nights, we have been having low temperatures above freezing. So that's been ever since Saturday night with that low of 32. Past couple days, well above freezing. Tonight, we are going to dip below that. Our first night getting back into the upper 20s. So that could be helping out, leading to some of those freezing conditions out there. So looking at the rest of your night tonight, here's kind of the game plan. We're watching those scattered showers make their way out of the area, and a little bit of snow that's going to be fairly light and breaking up pretty soon there. So by 8:30, 9 o'clock, we'll be mostly dried on out with just a few residual scattered showers, and then mostly cloudy skies for the rest of your Wednesday night. Thursday, we'll be watching those clouds start to pull on back and revealing more sunshine as we head into the rest of the day. And going into your forecast as well will be winds out of the north. This will be pretty light at about 5 to 10 miles per hour for the next few days. So you'll hardly notice that. It'll be pretty pleasant for the next couple of days. And that's going to come after tonight, after we have those showers subside. So we'll have mostly cloudy skies after that. Low temperatures getting down to about 28 degrees. And getting into your Thursday, we'll have more sunshine. That'll be later on in the day after a bit of a cloudy morning. And then we'll have high temperatures getting up to the mid-40s. So a bit cooler than we have been used to, though this will be kind of steady into your extended forecast, having temperatures in the low 40s all into the weekend. And we will be dry for Thursday and Friday. We'll have some rain and snow mix coming our way on Saturday before we dry out once again into your extended forecast, and those temperatures will get back into the 50s by Monday. Justin?
All right, thanks, Andrew. Today is World Tuberculosis Day, and while you may think of TB as a problem of the past, it remains one of the most infectious killers in the world. Health officials say in 2019 alone, it killed almost 1.5 million people worldwide. March 24th, today, is recognized as World Tuberculosis Day because in 1882, Dr. Robert Koch announced he had discovered the bacteria that causes tuberculosis, and it spreads similarly to COVID and many other viruses.
One gets TB by being exposed to somebody else who has infectious TB. So if the person, coughs, talks with you for an elongated period of time, sings or sneezes or anything like that, those respiratory droplets can get in the air. And then if they get into your body, you potentially could become infected.
Well, these days, TB is treatable through antibiotics, but does take between 6 to 9 months of treatment.
Past few years, 2 decades, certain antibiotics not being able to be used anymore because bacteria has become resistant to them. So with TB, there is certain type of TB that is resistant to medications, and so it just has to be treated a little bit differently.
In the U.S., TB typically kills a few hundred people per year. Doctors say if you have been coughing up blood, contact your doctor immediately. We'll be right back.
Celebrate Furniture and Appliance Mart's Anniversary Sale with our biggest scratch and save event ever. Come in today for special buys and doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus no interest financing for 60 months. Then stop in store for your scratch off card and win exclusive bonus offers at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Spring driving is here, and the countdown to luxury has begun at your local Cadillac showroom. Experience the iconic style and bold performance in a Cadillac sedan. Reward yourself and move up to a Cadillac.
Get 0.9% APR for 72 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on a 2021 Cadillac CT4 and CT5. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get an additional $750 purchase allowance.
Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River, locally owned and operated for over 2 decades. With over 40 years of combined quality sales and service experience, we can help you find the right floor for your lifestyle and budget.
At Len's Truck, we've made the buying experience fast and easy. All our trucks are guaranteed clean, certified, can be bought hassle-free online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. And when you buy a Len's Truck, know that you're buying the best used truck money can buy. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Len's Truck. I know what happened to Flight 828.
We are so close to understanding.
My God.
Crossover event, April 1st on NBC. Celebrate Furniture and Appliance Mart's anniversary sale mattress blowout. Shop online or in store and save up to $1,000 on doorbusters like these. Plus, Beauty Rest doorbusters are now up to 65% off. And Tempur-Pedic mattresses for as low as $30 a month at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Today, the Wisconsin Assembly passed a resolution that will authorize an investigation into the 2020 presidential election in Wisconsin. Democrats opposed the resolution. In November, President Biden won the state by about 21,000 votes, similar to the margin President Trump won in 2016. The outcome was upheld by a partial recount. They counted votes in Milwaukee County and Dane County, and several lawsuits challenging the election that failed. The Assembly passed the resolution on a party line vote. All Republicans in support, all Democrats against. One of the lawyers who pushed former President Trump's claims about the 2020 election results now finds herself on the defensive after a lawsuit over some of those claims. Attorney Sidney Powell now argues her own election fraud claims were so outlandish, no reasonable person should have believed her. Randy Kay looks into some of her past comments.
President Trump won by a landslide. We are going to prove it.
She was part of the self-proclaimed elite task force, the team of lawyers that jumped into action after the election, making false promises about rooting out voter fraud and delivering a win for then-President Donald Trump.
We have counterfeit ballots. We have dead people voting by the thousands, if not hundreds of thousands.
Her name is Sidney Powell. And her mission, it seemed, was to spread outlandish conspiracy theories about the election.
There was a Postal Service driver, I think, who was sent from New York to Pennsylvania in the middle of the night with a truckload of ballots that was then used to, quote, backfill, end quote, the vote count.
One of her favorite targets, a company called Dominion Voting and its election software. She falsely claimed, among other things, that it used an algorithm to flip votes from then-President Trump to Joe Biden.
All the machines are infected with the software code that allows Dominion to shave votes for one candidate and give them to another.
This is the story Powell liked to tell about how Dominion began.
Created in Venezuela at the direction of Hugo Chavez to make sure he never lost an election.
That was a lie. Dominion actually started in Toronto. Powell made lots of promises, like this one about the head of Dominion.
The founder of the company admits he can change 1 million votes, no problem at all. I will tweet out the video later and I'll tag you in it.
Also, a lie. Powell's conspiracy theories became so wild that her Twitter account was suspended. She even suggested other countries were sending fake votes that favored Biden.
We have video of some coming across the border from Mexico.
Drinking her own Kool-Aid, she filed voter fraud lawsuits in 4 key battleground states, including Georgia.
We have them destroying evidence right and left in Georgia, in Cobb County, Gwinnett County, Fulton County. It's everything from shredding ballots to wiping machines and replacing servers.
And yet, despite her declaration of fraud in Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Arizona,
It's really the most massive and historical, egregious fraud the world has ever seen.
judges didn't buy it, rejecting her claims for various reasons and dismissing all 4 lawsuits she filed in the battleground states.
Celebrate Furniture and Appliance Mart's anniversary sale with our biggest scratch and save event ever. Come in today for special buys and doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus no interest financing for 60 months. Then stop in store for your scratch off card and win exclusive bonus offers at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
I think RVA is doing an excellent job of preparing the kids for college. My daughter, who's a junior, is going to start college classes, and she could graduate with almost a full associate's degree.
I think the one thing that people should know about RVA is how well-rounded it is with all the extra things that they can do, not only through school, but through student council and National Honor Society.
The teachers are the best, and the students in RVA are really helpful. I think it's a great program.
Hi, I'm Dennis from Irma. I've had excruciating pain in my lower back and neck. And I contacted Dr. Scherer. We went over the situation together. And after a series of treatments, my pain is gone. So I feel that it was complete and successful.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Step 1, build a new breed. Make it an SUV. Send it off-road. Send it to Baja. Then evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford Proud. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2020 Edge and get 0% financing for 66 months. Plus $4,000 cash back.
Celebrate Furniture and Appliance Mart's anniversary sale mattress blowout. Shop online or in store and save up to $1,000 on doorbusters like these. Plus, Beauty Rest doorbusters are now up to 65% off. And Tempur-Pedic mattresses for as low as $30 a month at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Hi, I'm Dean Hoger with Miracle-Ear of Rhinelander. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
If you're missing the nightlife, and I realize that's a relative term in the Northwoods, but Miller Lite wants to help you recapture the experience with some candles, with some unique scents. The beer brand is releasing 3 limited edition candles. The smells of Dive Bar, Game Day, and Beer Garden. Dive Bar brings together the smells of musk, tobacco, and pine. Beer Garden, they say, more earthy, moss, wood, pretzel, and sunburn. Game Day is the smells of tailgating, peanuts and jalapeno, kind of the snacky smell. These candles, if you're interested, are for sale across North America right now. Andrew, outside smells a lot like rain.
It sure does, Justin. It's a good night to actually stay inside and maybe light a couple candles. There are rain showers coming down now, and we are cooling off. So looking at even Phillips, Wisconsin to Rhinelander, a 10-degree difference right there, and we're going to continue to fall tonight, getting up to the upper 20s. We do have some slick roadways as well. That's going to be off towards northwestern Wisconsin. Not too bad in the rest of the area. These are just wet roadways at the moment. And now for tonight, we do have scattered rain showers, and then we'll get cloudy for the rest of the evening. Temperatures getting down to about 28 degrees for your overnight. And now looking at a final look at your Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. We're going to be in kind of a cool trend for the next several days, although seasonal for this time of year, and a dry couple days before more showers are on their way into Saturday.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 6. Wheel of Fortune is next here on NBC. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 with more.